APC. He had said that we had 17 parties that identify with IPAC and were going to be part of the local government election. And the APC recently joined, making it 18 political parties, and he was referring to the APC under Chief Emeka Beke following the judgment that came in from the court. Now, we understand that there is this leadership tussle in the APC, and the national leadership had extended the term of the CTC. So it's going to last up until December, if I'm not mistaken. And now comes the confusion for many members of the party who are split right in the middle. Are we going to participate? Are we going to be part of this election, or are we not? Do we even have candidates? Have we held congresses? What is happening within the party? Hopefully, we'll get some information from you, Mr. Ikenga. In the meantime, on Facebook, if you are listening to me, you can be a part of the conversation at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. We're streaming live. Like I said, we're trying to get in touch with the other faction of Chief Emeka Beke. Unfortunately, we didn't get the response we hoped we would get. We'll still try. And for the PDP as well, we hoped we would have been able to hear the PDP's position in this, because its party was also mentioned. But, the parties we got in touch with did not respond as well. So, Mr. Ikenga, it's now over to you. Would you be bothered if the APC doesn't participate in the local government election?
Thank you for having me once again. You'd recall that about 2-3 days back, APC stakeholders meeting held. The APC under Chief Tony Okocha Caretaker Committee, where I am a member, we met with our stakeholders and x-rayed all the activities and actions undertaken by Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission towards the local government election. Firstly, would like to reiterate the fact that Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission excluded the APC from stakeholders' engagement leading up to this quote-unquote local government election fixed for the 5th of October. By the way, we met as stakeholders, leaders across the state, and we took a position that because the state government, delegating the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, had excluded us, so they didn't want us to participate, and then we took a decision that it cannot go into an election where the Rivers State House of Assembly, under Right Honorable Martin Samehule, have not passed any budget that is required for the proper administration of this election. So, and so many other reasons, there is a substitute court order which bans INEC from releasing voters register to Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. We also have a subsisting court order which also bans security agencies from providing security within the period under review until the proper things are done. And then you recall that there's also a court of appeal judgment, which clearly stated that the House of Assembly under Right Honorable Martin Samehule is the proper House of Assembly. And therefore, appropriations must be sent to them to carry out the day-to-day administration of government. Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, budget inclusive.
All right.
So we are not participating, we are taking that position.
Two things you've mentioned, the litigations, but besides that, let's first thrash the first one, which is the assembly that the APC recognizes as an opposition political party. What is your position for recognizing the Martin Samehule-led assembly over the Okojombo assembly, which is what the state government is working with?
There's no assembly, House Assembly as Okojombo-led House Assembly. That is contrived by the state governor, Governor Fubara and his team, to try to unconstitutionally ambush the legally elected and constituted House Assembly. So that when we discuss issues, the law has said it. We are not the ones recognizing the position of the law and the constitution that we are following. We are not interested in anybody, particularly the Rivers State government, setting aside the properly constituted House Assembly and dealing with the three-man committee that they did set up for that purpose.
So this is the reason, one of the reasons why you would not participate in local government elections, because you think whatever is being approved by the Okojombo-led assembly for the elections to be conducted by RISIEC is unlawful.
The law has said so. The Court of Appeal has said so. Other court orders and injunctions have clearly stated so. So we can't go into an illegality. A decision or an action that is premised on illegality, we cannot be part of that.
How about those that argue that, well, there's a court judgment that came restating Chief Emeka Bekele as the chairman of the party, and following that judgment, many people felt that the party isn't doing the right thing by following or honoring what that judgment has said, even though we know that an appeal has been made by the CTC chairman in the person of Chief Tony Okocha. Those members of the party that feel that way, what's your position to that?
Well, quickly, when two equities clash, the first in time takes precedence in law. Take note that there is a subsisting court order that also barred Emeka Bekele. First, he was suspended, and then a subsisting court order threw him out as chairman. And then suddenly, when he was thrown out, he went to Court of Appeal. The case is still before the Court of Appeal. The judgment has not been given, but because they have found a new working relationship, they have become appendages to the governor and his team, Governor Sim Fubara. The Emeka Bekele-led executives have now aligned with him to go back to commit what is called abuse of court process. When there's a pendency at the Court of Appeal, you went to another high court in Rivers State to try to ambush the Court of Appeal. That's unfortunate. But take note of this. These same guys, they are leaders, they are the members of the high school, who it was clearly stated to APC people that it was an aberration for you to even greet the former governor of Rivers State, to even greet the governor, Governor Sim Fubara, to even associate with them, to even attend programs with them, to even see them at the airport and exchange pleasantry. It was a taboo under their leadership. And right now, they have misled quite a lot of their followers, and they have gone back to their vomit. They have gone back to the same people they have been issued. Didn't allow any of us to even exchange pleasantries with those who have been our friends over the years. This is to tell you that their hypocrisy and double standards.
Well, I need to get some clarity. I'm trying to understand how the governor or the Okojombo-led assembly could be involved in anything that concerns Chief Emeka Bekele and the leadership situation in the APC, because I mean, you mentioned that the office of the governor, the person of the governor, and the assembly. So how does that relate with the leadership tussle currently in the APC? Because for what we know in public space is that many members of the APC said the party constitution doesn't allow for what is happening for an elected chairman to be removed in the manner in which Chief Emeka Bekele was replaced and then the CTC was put up. So what's the relationship? Please make us understand.
Okay, quickly, you must realize that the constitution provided for elective offices, including that of the chairman and other members of the state working committee. Also take note that the constitution also provided for punishment for those who are involved in anti-party, those who work against the interests of their party. They will be booted. If you were elected and you are found guilty of anti-party, you'll be sent packing. That is what the constitution prescribes as well. So the Emeka Bekele-led state working committee were involved, firstly, in what the members of the state working committee accuse him of misappropriation and ineptitude, which they validated through the court. Furthermore, during the 2023 election, the Emeka Bekele-led leadership and ESCO and their members were involved in anti-party, where they abandoned the presidential candidate of the APC, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and worked assiduously for the emergence of Vice President Abubakar Atiku of the PDP. So these are the issues that led to their dissolution. More so, the state working committee under Chief Emeka Bekele became very rancorous. They could no longer manage the fortunes. These are some of the challenges.
So how does this bring in the governor? Because you mentioned the governor. That's what I'm trying to understand.
Yes, hold on, I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm giving you the background. You asked me all questions. I'm giving you the background. So because the National Working Committee has booted them out of the office, so they have found succor with the governor of Rivers, who is availing them the High Court, the High Court, to try to destabilize the properly constituted caretaker committee and the leadership of the party at the state. These are the issues. And then take note that the governor of Rivers State, Governor Sim Fubara, and his team are mentioned because they also are saying that Martin Sanewule led House Assembly 27 has defected to the APC. So they are using that as the basis to try to outsmart them, push them out of their positions that they got elected. And these are the things they have done to try to undermine the leadership and ownership of the APC. That is the next.
Many would say that the theory you're putting down and the allegations you're making would be similar to what's happening in the PDP. I mean, there are those who are also accusing the FCT chairman of planting the CTC chairman of your party at the moment, Chief Tony Okocha, in the APC and using him as a tool to destabilize or antagonize the PDP and cause some internal fractions in that party. So how would you respond to that? Because, I mean, what you have just simply said is the governor is of the PDP, so many would not understand why you would say he was involved or is involved or working with the APC to destabilize your structure, whereas the same accusation is being made towards the FCT minister, saying, well, Chief Tony Okocha was there because of him as a tool to also undermine the activities of the PDP.
Well, I don't know what you mean by undermining the activities of the PDP because we have not been involved in any activities of the PDP. But take this, the minister of the FCT is not a member of the APC, and I'm not willing to say anything about him that concerns his PDP because I'm not a member of the PDP. What I am saying is that those who have been frustrated in the APC, particularly the leadership of Chief Emeka Beke and co, have found succor with the governor. They are working with him.
But they are in the APC, so how are they working with him?
I'm going to see that they destabilize the APC. Take note that Chief Tony Okocha led caretaker committee in Rivers State are the opposition voice. And that is what we are doing to call the government to be accountable. So when we try to speak up about the failures...
All right, Mr. Ikenga, hold your thought. Let's take a very short commercial. Hold that thought. After the short commercial, we come back and continue with you. Please stay on the line. Continues. Good morning. Upper State is what the time is. My name is Ifeimi Andrew, and I am speaking with the Publicity Secretary of the Rivers APC CTC, Chibuike Ikenga. Sir, thank you for staying on the line for us.
Thank you.
All right. Before we go any further, there's several messages and questions for you to respond to on Facebook. I'll be taking a few of them. And let me also remind those of us who haven't joined our Facebook community, remember, the Morning Crossfire is streamed every morning live on Facebook. So join us at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's the handle. At Nigeria Info 92.3 PH is the handle. So get on Facebook now. Don't forget to click on the share button. Very important. Okay, let's take some of the messages. Marvelous says the difference is that the presidency should be zoned to the south. Okay, that doesn't concern me. Lawrence Friday says, please ask your guest what is the difference from what he claims that Chief Emeka Beke has done and what the FCT minister did during the election to the president. Is the FCT minister a member of the APC? Well, Lawrence, I think I understand what you're trying to say, but the APC cannot now say that they do not want somebody to help them. If somebody wants to help them, they can't tell you go. But they would not encourage their members to help another party. I'm pretty sure that's what Mr. Ikenga was referring to when he said anti-party. So it would be the position of the PDP to now question the FCT minister in this case, from what you're saying. Prince Sam says, why are we still recognizing who the court did not recognize? Well, there's an appeal going on, and then there's a national position from the party as well, and you have to talk about it. There's nothing you can do in that situation. Ikenga and his friends should stop dancing a dangerous dance. This instrument is played by the FCT minister, and it's to disorganize the system. He says, okay, keep your messages coming in. I would also be taking some of them on Facebook, and the number to send your messages to on Facebook is 0809-030-6416. All right, more messages. This person says, this too will pass. Randy Chimaji, everything that surrounds the purported election is premised on illegality. According to the RESEC timetable, the date for parties to conduct their primaries has also expired, and I don't know why governor always resorts to self-help as against the law. This one says, I'm not bothered if they don't participate. After all, what good have they done for Nigeria? Both parties are our problem, referring to the APC and PDP. Chukudi Igboanugo says, sent in that one. ST Love says, PDAPC, not necessary for both parties to participate. Jaja B. Jaja says, why should there be absence? But why should the absence of both parties bother anybody? If anything, we should celebrate because the poll will be peaceful and noiseless. Well, there seem to be a lot of people who don't even want the APC to be part of the election. So, with the step your party led by Chief Tony Okocha is going, are you confident? Are you concerned? Are you bothered? Do you even want to be part of the elections?
Well, I have said that through our stakeholders meeting, we have clearly stated that we are not going to be part of that charade called an election because it's unconstitutional, it is banned by the court, and then the state government and CF will continue to thrive on illegality in their actions due to their disobedience to court orders and judgment. That being said, let me say that as opposition party in the state, we are working assiduously to ensuring that we call the government to be accountable. But the government of Governor Sim Fubara is not accountable. The government is much more interested in politicking to the abandonment of development. Show us in Rivers State the development that is taking place. The governor has been distracted, like we did say severally. The governor has been distracted by some selfish, self-seeking, rentier group of persons who have distracted the young governor who would have focused more on development by following the constitutional provisions of his oath of office and oath of allegiance. But rather, they have created a situation where he now panders to their whims and caprices. They are siphoning the staples both from within and from without. From within, some group of so-called leaders have hijacked the governor, and they have destroyed anything that will be taken as a move by this government to develop state, rather to enlarge their stomach. That's what is going on.
Right.
Besides, they have other members from outside the state who have also continued to reap this state, reap deep holes into the pockets of the state. And these are the challenges we have. We have called on the governor severally to concentrate more on the development of the state. But unfortunately, that has not sufficed. That's where we are.
Let me quickly point out this. You said, well, I mean, obviously you said that your party led by Chief Kocha would not participate in the elections. My question now would be, are you not bothered that, I mean, the APC had missed a governorship election. The APC had not participated in local government elections the last time we held one. And, I mean, it's almost as though in Rivers State, the APC has always not been part of the electoral process from, I mean, recent memory. So, don't you want that to change? And is there anything that you think you would do to stop this election? Because clearly the government has said it would hold this election. IPAC has also said it will hold the election. RISIEC had said the election will go on. And every other political party seem to be in alignment with what's going on. So are you not concerned about that?
Well, this is not the first time APC is saying that they will not participate in an election that is improperly put in place. This is not the first time, and this won't be the last time, I can tell you that. But let me tell you that we are not worried one bit. This government continues to thrive on unconstitutionality. There is a court order stopping this CX from Rivers State Electoral Commission from going ahead with the election until certain things are put in place. There is no budget from the properly constituted House of Assembly. So these are some of the constitutional issues that must be straightened out before APC participates in any election. We have said this time and time again. So let it be known that that's our position. We are not scared. We are willing to participate in an election that is properly conducted.
Let's take a few calls. We'll take a few calls and we'll come back with some more questions to ask, especially the assembly and the issues that the debate about whether the assembly members are still assembly members. That's a debate ongoing. And some of the fundamentals that you have mentioned that you are standing on are also those that are questioned in the court. And there are those that would even say in this country, how many times have court orders been had stopped anything from happening? I mean, there are court orders that many would say have been instituted against yourself and the leadership of your party at the level, and that have not been also obeyed. And there are other cases you are making now of court orders that have also been made towards the other faction leaders of your party that have also not been obeyed. So it seems as though, I mean, the history of the politics of this country, court orders have always come, but not all of them have always been obeyed. Well, 0817 923 0002 or 0817 923 0003. Alozie is in Ada George. Let's start with you, Alozie. Good morning.
Good morning, if you hear me.
Yeah.
It is only those that is ignorant and gullible that will spread falsehood, regardless of the damages it will cause to whoever that is receiving such information. If you mean to my own best knowledge about law, a sufficing order or injunction is not supreme to that of a judgment from a high court. A high court in Port Harcourt was the one that reinstates the executive of Emeka Beke, congressional executive of Emeka Beke, that was elected by the new members of APC, including your guest, Ikenga. He was at that same Congress that elected these people last years ago. Now, until an appellate court turned that judgment from that of the High Court, Emeka Beke led the executive remains sacrosanct. My question to him as
Hello, Zay, you might have to call back the service providers. You got interrupted. We go to Yenegua now. Gift is waiting. Morning, Gift.
Oh, Andrew, my wonderful brother. Good morning. Good morning
to you.
To the spokesperson of the caretaker body in Rivers State APC, Ikenga. God bless you. I have followed you closely on TVC and other TV stations. and you've been consistent. Let me tell you, Andrew Fiemi, you ask a question, the link between what Ikenga is telling you, the governor of Rivers State and APC. Do you know that when we were in the trenches talking about His Excellency, Sasimlai Fobara, Chibuike, now I want to mention APC names on the side of Rotimi Chibuike and Meshi. Then I will remind you what Chief Tony Okosha did. It is not about you hiding yourself like a snail. He came out and supported this governor of Rivers State, which is Chief Tony Okosha, and this committee, every person there, because of what? The alliance between this very body and the president today. They abandoned the president, and one Atiku Abubakar, one of their House of Reps member that was angry with them, came on air, even your own radio station, to lampoon the leadership led by Rotimi Chibuike. And Chibuike today, as I speak with you, is part of the people in MOI. In fact, the spokesperson of the critical body. Which other link are you looking for? Then there's another one that was ambassador to Netherlands. As I speak with you, they are talking about Supreme Council of Sin Fobara and whatever. And one of them that talked about Toye Cole is coming. When we will tell them Toye Cole is coming nowhere, forget about it. They will abuse people like us. Now, I speak with you. They are the people that are part of this government. So what you which link again? Every judgment order you are seeing, it is backed by Rivers State government. That is the gospel truth. We should not deceive ourselves.
All right, JJ Rumigbo.
Giving them sleepless nights. Every day, and they celebrated that judgment.
Thank you, Gift. JJ, good morning. All right, JJ, we lost that call. Do have to call back. Good news is it Mouth 3. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother, man.
Go on, good news.
Yeah, so let me thank let me greet your friends, Ikenga, in the studio. Unfortunately, I see them sinking. They are trying to hold hands, see what had the nearest stick or refugees they will hold hands, not to sink inside their own political illusion. Why do I say so? It is very obvious that he's talking about court. This same group, led by Tony Kocha and him, we are the one before this time gingering that they are ready for election. That if the election comes now, then we will all win. I'm a member of APC. I'm supporting APC. But my leader is Rotimi Chibuike. I can't take my leader because he's a member of PDP. And they are lying to election to Chibuike, who we are less than, including Chibuike Ikenga, killed our own brothers.
All right.
We are less than.
Good news. That's not what the conversation is. So please, let's leave such allegations and such for the police. Thank you.
The point I'm saying is that, as it stands today, it is very obvious that the governor has agreed that there will be election. Come 5th of then we are doing gingering for it. It is still on it, and the governor says, "Okay, go ahead with the election." I funded them. I was part of those that unveiled the timetable. It's like a headquarters, and I spoke for APC too, as a stakeholder in APC. How come now the same persons who were saying that they will win are now running that they don't want to do the election, citing one or two court judgments? Are they saying that the order of the party chairman of the Islam party is stronger than the constitutional?
All right, good news. Thank you. Let's go to Eche Dakuku. Good morning.
Good morning, Femi Andrew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on.
So, I want to ask this whom they comment, Chibuike Ikenga, the question. So, I want to ask him, he said that this man played the anti-party, APC state chairman, Chief Mekabeke. This played anti-party more than the one that Minister of FCT played with his people who leave PDP candidate and vote for APC. And another one, the Mekabeke announced that he will not vote for Tinubu. It is an article that he voted for him to clear me. Another one is that, let me tell you, Chibuike Ikenga is an APC man. It's not meant to, as he said, he's an APC. It's not meant to interfere in another party's problem. Why he's saying that they will not conduct a primary, who is a leading House of of Assembly is why the court have removed him? He's not meant to interfere. If he don't want to vote on the party this election, then he should clear himself away. That's the problem in the state. I find myself, I know you're quite alright. He's from Umuma. I know his house. He's not meant to be sending all this kind of contracts. Chibuike, whom I know very well. I'm the cook, I know his brother. I know his voice. Moreover, his voice, company, I know them. Why he's making all these contracts? Because of a little money they gave him. He'll be able to making all these contracts being against another person. Emeka Beke is not the state chairman before. How can they suspect Emeka Beke? Did they see him with another party? And did they see him moving another thing? This would way to blaspheme somebody.
All right, Dakuku, thank you. I'm pretty sure my guest is hearing.
Local government who played at the party, all of them from a jail who are PDP, who voted Tinubu. PDP could not suspend them. Why? This is Chief Emeka Beke, who could not play at the party. They said they suspend him in order way to bring Tono Kota. Tono Kota is irrelevant in APC. Tono Kota is irrelevant in River State.
All right, Dakuku, thank you. I think your point has been made. Your question is simple. You want the guest to tell you where, with proof, where they saw Tony Okocha, I beg your pardon, Chief Emeka Beke, saying that, well, he's going to work or support Atiku Abubakar, just like you heard the comparison to what the FCT minister did when he outrightly said, well, we're voting for the South, and Tinubu eventually is that person that was voted for, that he supported. I'm sure my guest got that. We'll come to him quickly to respond to it. Let's take a few, three more calls, and then we're done. Mufasa from NTA Road, good morning.
Yeah, hi, Andrew. Good morning.
Yeah.
Well, Andrew, if not for the fact that we operate a dysfunctional society, I wonder how somebody whom a competent court has said in the judgment that you don't have any right to lay claim to the position that you are claiming today, even right in the studio, to still come and say you are the spokesperson of a party that the court has said you don't have a right to still hold that position, Andrew. I don't know what we operate in this country, that people would flagrantly, brazenly disobey court judgment. That goes to show how relegated that they've turned our judicial institution. But that's their business. What I know is that since 2015 to date, APC has not participated in any local government election, and even did not fall. Now, I want to ask your guest, in the 2023 general election, the governorship election, who did you vote for? Who was your candidate? Was it Tony Okocha that was your candidate? Because we are talking about anti-party. To the best of my knowledge, everybody played anti-party. How come they are not coming to say that because this one did not support, one did not support this one? So that's the singular reason it doesn't have right. The court has said that Emeka Beke is the chairman of your party. And why are you bringing the governor of River State to this discussion? Is Governor Sinwai Fubara a member of your party? This is your business and leave the governor out of it. Emeka Beke has been reinstated as the chairman of the party River State by a court of competent jurisdiction. Now you come on radio to mislead and deceive members of the public? Is that the right way to go? My brother, let us not begin to run down our state just because of personal and selfish gain. Thank you, and have a fantastic
Cookie Gam, good morning.
Andrew, good morning.
Welcome.
Andrew, Ikenga said that the governor has not done anything in River State. Andrew, I passed through Egua land, passed through Abonma Wharf, the Ring Road, passed through Uzoba, Rumosi, to Rumboku side. The governor has already fixing 4 of the 6 levels ready. Andrew, I went to Omoko, LLA Road. I can see the road going on. Andrew, I passed through the Imoichie Road. I can see that road still going on. Andrew, I go to Popotan. The road leads to Popotan to Epelema. The road is going on. Andrew, in Nigeria, that's what they call start to see and start to see. There's the one that you may not see far, and you are still start to see. So that the support cannot see what this government is doing. This government is doing better compared to the support from Wike. Andrew, he lives in River State. Compare how many people from Wike brings outside to commercial roads and flyover and flag up, and this governor now, who has spent money, what money than this governor? Before Governor Wike has spent what compared to this present governor? Bring John to come a commercial road, bring Eliza, bring on a daily basis to spend rivers money. This government has not flag off any road or put canopy to flag off road or invite people to come. He bought his thing, question society. He has done better. Ikenga, I will participate in the election. I'm an APC member, family APC member, which you know me. This election will participate because you are not an APC member. God has given it to election. So you don't.
All right, Kukiga, point has been made. Thank you. Let's get back to my guests quickly as we attempt to wrap up. Mr. Ikenga, you heard some of them, but two major things were said. I had said it before. In this country, if we go by history, court orders almost seem to mean nothing to politicians these days. And one of the callers cited the court orders that was filed against, that was the court order that came saying that you shouldn't parade yourself as the spokesperson of the party. I don't know if that was obeyed or not. Perhaps you would respond. And then another person also had said, well, what is the proof to show that Chief Emeka Beke, played anti-party by, like you said, voting for Atiku Abubakar of the PDP or mobilizing for Atiku Abubakar of the PDP? Because unlike the FCT minister while he was governor, who openly stated his, there was nothing of such to hold to say Chief Emeka Beke did. So your response quickly in under 3 minutes.
Okay, quickly. Let's say that the decision by the FCT minister and his team to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC was in the public domain. He came out openly to say so with his supporters. They did not hide. He was man enough to say, no, we are going to support Tinubu against Atiku. He did that openly to the knowledge of everyone with his team. But in this case, those who are asking questions, if they know me as I'm a foundation member of the APC, we were involved in the election. And the leadership of the party asked everyone to vote against Tinubu. It was clear.
Is there proof of that? That's what they are asking.
Yes,
do you have proof?
I was in the meeting.
Is there proof? You were in the meeting, yes, but is there proof of that? That's what they are asking.
Mind you, just listen. Mind you, I have been leader of the PC in Ikore local government from 2017. And I operated at the topmost level. If you counted 10 persons, including the leader, at that time, he can't 10 persons, I'm one of them. So those people didn't know what happened. That's what happened. What I'm saying is that that's their decision. They took their decision. I'm not against it. They're entitled to vote in anybody they wanted to vote. But come out openly and own it. More so, you worked against a president who, a president of the presidential candidate of the APC, who had emerged as president. You didn't support him. Now you want to be part of his team. How will that happen? They will not trust you. You work against him, anti-party. That's why they don't want you. There's also nothing wrong if you have coalesced your interest with that of the governor, Kubara and team. There's nothing wrong. Come out. He who wants to come to APC must come with 3 hands. Come out openly and say so. And look at that one man. Maybe he does not know asking me who I voted for governorship. If you counted 5 persons who were closest to Toyeko, who wanted Toyeko to be governor, I was one of them. Ask Toyeko is alive. Ask him. Ask others. So look back. Even these people I'm mentioning worked against Toyeko. They make up again and think they worked against Toyeko. They did.
But what is the proof? That's what they're asking. Like it's just a word of your mouth. So many of them are saying, show us a proof. For instance, they can bring up a video.
Eyewitness. Sorry, please. When I say I'm an eyewitness, what other proof do you need? If I say I'm an eyewitness.
Okay.
I was an eyewitness to all that. And like I said, I make up against my friend. I don't have any personal problems with him. But his interest. Our interests have gone divergent ways. If he's supporting Governor Tinubu, I don't have anything against him about that. It's entitlement. And all of them who want to support it, that's no problem. Him is a Rivers person, he's the governor. They can support him. But let them come out openly and say that this is where they identify. Not put one leg here, put one leg here. It don't work. That's the truth.
All right. Thank you very much. This one says Ikenga is misinforming the public. Court judgment nullified Amewule Assembly tenure elongation passed on local government election is different from appeal court stopping their seat to be declared vacant. Stan sent that one in. How can he use any court injunctions to stop local government elections since the Supreme Court has made it mandatory for elections to be conducted? How can a lower court now rule against that? Ogo Ojone Justice sent that one on WhatsApp. We don't have the time, unfortunately. We have just very few seconds.
Supreme Court has taken a decision that party is supreme and that court does not have power to dabble into internal affairs of the party. Does High Court not go against Supreme Court?
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ikenga. We have to wrap it up here. Thank you for your time.
My pleasure always, Andrew. God bless you.
Hello, Port Harcourt is next. Good morning.
Stay with us. Nigeria Info.